Hello to everyone. Thanks to the organizer that gives me a huge opportunity that I am present the paper. My paper title is NEP National Education Policy 2020 an effort to promote inclusive and equitable education. This paper is our joint paper including three authors. Number one, Sachin Kumar, Ahmed Scholar, Department of Educational Studies, Central University of Jammu. Another two is Chetna Suri and Poonam Pandita. Both are Ahmed Scholar, Department of Educational Studies, Central University of Jammu. Number one, introduction. Inclusive is viewed as an extension of special education. Inclusive means providing students such a learning environment which promote professional, academic, professional, personal development of learner irrespective of race, caste, creed, color, etc. In this type of education system, educational facilities are adopted according to the needs and try to develop and adjust curriculum for different learners. In this type of education, school students and administrators operate and positive note or attitude and assume that students with any kind of disability are equally competent and important as other normal students are, and if provided the necessary facility can prove great assets for the country. Inclusive education success depends on accepting, understanding, and attending to student difference and diversities. Then, challenges in inclusive education. Attitude of parents. Stakeholders like parents of students with disability as well as parents of students without disability had negative attitude and beliefs that their normal children cannot study with disabilities as their children develop certain unwanted habits and it adversely affect their students studies, whereas parent of teacher do not want their children to go to school as they think they cannot do anything, they just waste the resources. Number two, lack of training to learner. We have teachers but they are not specially trained to handle all kind of students. As we have seen, different students are sitting in a class have different problems. The teacher don't give much attention and do not know due to lack of training. A teacher cannot handle such students properly. Number 3, class size. Number 4, curriculum. Number 5, examination system. We have rigorous examination system in our country, but we also have variety of learners so that curriculum one examination is also not suited for all. In our examination system, we ignore the background problem of different learners. Some flexibility should be provided and try to evaluate different learners on different stage. Then next, lack of facilitative material, lack of awareness, infrastructure. All the institutions should adopt inclusive facilities so that at least some hurdles can be removed. These facilities include washroom, library, ramps, stairs, recreational areas, etc. Almost 90% of institutions do not have such kind of facility. Then how can a student come and study in these institutions? Last one is finance. Some big institutions can afford and provide all these facility, but when it comes to our neighborhood small schools, there is no such proper facility that support inclusiveness. Then next, most important, national education policy and inclusive education. This policy reforms that bridging the social category gaps in access, participation, and learning outcomes in school education. Several programs are made to uplift children from tribal communities. The policy also recognizes the importance of promoting education of children belonging to all minority communities. The policy also recognizes the importance of giving same opportunity to CWSN, that is children with special needs or Divang, as any kind children has. Number 5, the policy will explore how school premise can accommodate students with diverse need. The policy also focus on the training of special education teachers. The policy will identify socially, economically disadvantaged group and declare special education zone where all the schemes and policies are implemented to the maximum. The policy also recognizes the special and critical role that women play in society and also focus on providing quality education to girls. The government of India will constitute a gender inclusive fund to build nation's capacity to provide equitable quality education for all girls as well as transgender students. Free boarding facility for students who are from social economical disadvantaged backgrounds with suitable arrangement for the safety of all children, especially girls. Children with disability will be, will be unable to fully participate in the regular schooling process from foundational stage to higher education. School will be provided resources for the integration of school children with disabilities, recruitment of special educators with cross disability training, and for the establishment of resource centers wherever needed, especially for children with serve or multiple disabilities. Special attention will be given to reduce the disparities in the educational development of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. At the last, we give some suggestions or recommendations. A proper monitoring should be done to see the policy are giving their best or not. System approach can be used to improve the output of the plans and policies. For the success of inclusive education, the collaboration of institutions is required so that institutions can easily manage the resources that they need to deal with inclusive classroom setting. We need to prepare teachers who can successfully deal with the heterogeneous group of students. If we look at the scenario, special education programs are not mandatory for teachers, but if we want to promote inclusive education, it is the first step towards this. The curriculum should be made more flexible to suit the needs of all the students. Teachers should be given incentive training to encourage inclusive education. In inclusive classrooms, there should be balanced in students teacher ratio so that teachers find it easy to deal with heterogeneous group of students. Constructive approach should be followed for more efficient learning. At the end conclusion, to conclude, we can say that when we talk about inclusive education, the term inclusive itself signifies directly or indirectly the term unity, that is including all. And we all know when we come together we can make everything possible so that every children, in spite of their physical, emotional, mental, social, or behavioral differences came together in one classroom. You can imagine the changes that it will bring. Because in inclusive setting, they learn with variety of students and it makes them self-confident, and in inclusive classroom every child get chance to learn from each other. That will make learning more effective. Yes, there are so many challenges to achieve the goal of inclusive, but with our serious and genuine effort, with collaboration and support, we can surely achieve this goal and the goal of education for all in real. Thank you. This is all about my paper. Thank you.